partners, we've got everything your heart desires, the custom-made shirts, the custom-made thongs, the custom-made phone cases. Get it today, Sully shirts, because you are never dressed until you are wearing a Sully's. Go and get it today. And don't forget, if you want to join our Discord, FormulaOCE, we've got plenty of room for you. FormulaOCE, the Discord is in the chat right now. And don't forget to go to our YouTube channel to watch all the old races where I was actually competitive, and many others. Go to a FormulaOCE YouTube channel right now. And of course, if you're on the Twitch channel, don't forget to subscribe, because it definitely helps us out here on Twitch. And don't forget our partners, Oceania Premier Sim League and Rapid Racing League.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
4 red lights, 5 red lights here at Abu Dhabi.
Alex, the final race of the season is go.
And Fanatical gets a jump start. Oh no!
P9, Reptile is damaged. Someone's got damage. Oh, that's Jagger.
That does put us, but no, can't get Emma. Does hold him off. Is there contact at the back?
Mitchie's moved up a spot. Hey, watch out for the goat.
Round the outside of Daz. Oh, there's a bit of contact between the two.
With
A little bit.
a tenth, but
Oh, like that.
Urban's like, nah, I'm not having that.
Pack of cars. It's a wild of hyenas here at the moment.
Oh my god. There's going to be a drama here.
to become the inside, this light corner.
Mad Dog's going to go around the outside, is he?
Oh, it's a mess, it's a mess.
Moment again, Daz. Oh, Daz has turned red.
Again, into turn 1, there's a little bit of contact.
Everybody's on
Emma Blade, oh no!
Off tyres, and Kibisi Funky he's going to take the lead of the race.
Three wide. Oh, that could even be forward.
What is this game, man?
Oh, there it is, Duck Poncho, he's won it.
Kibisi Funky has won.
Dutchy is your Tier 2 World Champion.
But Kahoot will be Tier 1 champion for Formula OCE.
Hello, ladies and gentle people. How are we doing? Welcome back to Formula OCE. Sorry, I'm just doing some last minute in-house editing. There we go. Alright, welcome back to Formula OCE Tier number 1. Unfortunately, Mitchie cannot be here due to personal reasons. He is not feeling the best, and we hope we send our well wishes to Mitchie. Hopefully, he'll be back fighting fit next week for the Mexican Grand Prix. But I have been asked to step up. I've been stepped up to commentate Tier 1 tonight, and you know. Feeling a little bit nervous, but hopefully I might do Mitchie proud here tonight. We're here for round number 7 for the Hungarian Grand Prix, and I did some little bit of oopsies before the stream went live, so I had to quickly fix it up, but hopefully audio is great. And oh dear. Oh dear. YouTube video? I'm reading the chat. Oh dear. Well, this is fantastic. Oh, thanks, Mitchie. So yeah, so bit of late breaking news. Unfortunately, only one Red Bull hit tonight, and potentially for the foreseeable future, as Jared's Xbox has decided to leave us here on planet Earth and decided to go up into the heavens. It's unfortunate, but he's going to step back, probably wait until the next game comes out. And cloaking, you cannot do that. Yeah, that could have... can't do that, cloaking. yeah, so it's only one Red Bull for the foreseeable future. So Jagger the Hutt has a lot of pressure on his hands to battle both Aston Martins here tonight. But hopefully Jared can either get his Xbox working, his Hutwig is into the fence, and Reedy's in the round. My God. I've got an idea on who that is, but I'm not going to say. Stadium goes up into P2. So while we wait around, we'll have a look at the driver. Sorry, it's a little bit small. I don't have the fancy graphics as Mitchie does. As you can see, Jared was leading the championship, but now it's it's not great, unfortunately, as Reedy has retired and Ryan just puts in one lap and everybody will be into Q2. So there's the T1, there's the driver standings. Their constructors, well, there it is. Aston has a 6-point lead, but unfortunately, it's probably all she wrote with only one Red Bull. And as you can see, the mid-pack, 4 points separated third to 6. And then from 7th down, it's 10 points, so... Oh dear, it's fairly interesting. As Ryan goes to the top on the intermediates. Hello, Mrs. Frizy, even though I don't have a Mrs. So, Betsy did eventually come in, so that is spectacular. So we do have a grid of 17, so Betsy's internet must have been, as his gamer tag is suggested, must be rapid. As Winter goes to the top into the 29s. Well, there we go. But we got to remember, it is only Q1. Don't have to be going full pelt as Betsy's left the section, but at least Betsy's in the lobby. His car is in the lobby, so yeah. As Mr. Reptile goes up into P5. Perks, no. Ryan's a second up. He's 29.5, but Ryan... It's been a while since I've commentated the race with Mr. New Zealand, Ryan. Oh dear. As Ryan goes to the top with a 29.2, any hot lap requests 1,000 channel points is the way to go. Perks back into the Ferrari once again. Let's just hope he has a better time racing here tonight. Might score some decent points if it is indeed wet in the race. And Perks goes up to P4. Ferrari are 3 and 4, so not too shabby-doo. Let's have a look at it. Mr. Reptile. He's backed off. Poms is out there. Poms for the win, 87 here. Out on his outlap. And wait for Mr. Benny to come out. Hutwig is back out on his outlap. Waiting for Betsy. Betsy to come back in. Jagger the Hutt, Rilo, Poms, and Benny to set a lap. As Relics is in P10. And Ryan just going even quicker. Oh my God. No. Ryan into the 28s already, and this could be a long afternoon for the Aston Martin. As Perks is AI mode. So that is something to behold. Oh dear. Let's have a look at Poms is invalidated. Well, let's not look at Poms. Let's look at Mr. Hartwigger, or Hartwiggy as Mitchie likes to say. 8.5 minutes to go. Only Reedy is out, so only one more can be knocked out here. Oh dear. Just reading the chat, man. You gotta keep it PG chat. Don't want to get banned. So, Tier 3 was a bit... Tier 3 last night. Let's just have a quick chat about that. Was certainly interesting. If any of the Tier 3 lads are watching, Stewards reports will be closed at the conclusion of this race, and then I have to work out where everybody's finished because nice timing glitches. So this game is just lovely. Is a lovely jubbly. And that's all I have to say about that. So, Hartwig are coming across, or coming around the final corner. No DRS, of course, but across the line goes P5. Both Alphas, 5 and 6, both Ferraris, 3 and 4. Only order, there's the second Haas. Reptile's out there on the interstate, has not come back out. Palms is back out on track, though. As Edmo goes up into P8. That's Jetty. Alright, Callum. Cloaking. Alright. Callum, who is your driver of choice? Can't pick Cloaking, because he's now been taken. Can't pick Cloaking, Callum. So I didn't take it, you gotta pick someone else. Edmo, alright. Edmo it is. So we'll do Cloaking first and then we'll ride on board with Edmo. So, I'm going to be quiet and here's a lap of Hungary with Cloaking. No, we're not, because Cloaking has made a shabadoo as Edmo is up into P2, as Edmo's now just getting out of the way. Reptile up into P3 too, lads. But remember, it is only Q1. It is only Q1. Don't have to be into the 27s or into the teens in Q1. Q3 is where you want to be going full pelt, but it looks like we're going to have a rain-affected qualifying session here tonight. Mitchie probably happy to miss a rainy quali session. Maybe not a race. We'll see what happens. Well, apparently I haven't missed this, so, well, that's great. Didn't even know about it. No, you learn something new about yourself every day. As Poms goes up into a P6. Rilo is out there. Jagger's back out there. Let's have a look at Cloaking. So, Cloaking. Miss Jenny's up into P2, by the way. Sorry I missed that chat. Hotwig is up into P4. Now, I'm going to be quiet and have a watch with Cloak. There it is. There's Cloaking's hot lap done and dusted. Betsy's still not back into the lobby yet, which is a shame. But a lot of drivers coming down with times of Ryan's down in P8. He could be in a little bit of trouble here. Actually, no, he won't. He'll finish as low down as 15th. You would think. So Jagger is the next one to set a lap time. So Ryan will make it in unless Betsy makes it back in. Richie confident with an Aston 1-2. Well, they came pretty close to it at Singapore. So, Hartwig is retired. And Jagger goes up into P2 with a 27.6 as well with Mr. Cloaking. Cloaking is actually going quicker on this lap. Benny is in P6. Rilo, oh no, Edmo's P3. Rilo P4. Winter's now into P4. So the times are coming down as Reedy's joined back in. Spinella is on top and Cloaking stays P2, Ben P3, Jagger still P4. Do you think he would be safe? As Perks now goes up into P3. Times are coming down like last night's pizza. So still no bets in, but I believe qualifying is about, qualifying is done, so that is it. Reedy and Betsy. Oh, Winter's out! Winter's crashed! Oh, it's all gone downhill for the Mercedes team. Winter was gonna make it into Q3 and he's out. He is out. That's it. We're gonna have a 14 Q2 quali session now. That's it. Quali's done. So Winter will be starting 15th, Reedy 16th, and Betsy, if he can come back into the lobby, will be starting in 17th. Just wait for Relics to cross the line. Goes up into P4. We'll start to see some retirements happening. And Spinella, the only man into the 26s. So just waiting on Perks and JTM to retire. And that is it for this Q1 session. And that is it. I'm just waiting for Perks and JTM to finish. Now it says clip it. P1. What more can you say? Come on, JTM, we need you to retire, please. Oh, never mind. We are Gucci. As Ben leaves the session, oh dear, this Xbox update is absolutely killing a lot of drivers here as Ryan's Jamaican. Well, that's fantastic. So, there it is. Winter, Reedy, and Betsy out in Q1. And now we get set for Q number 2 here at Hungary. Alright, here we go. Let me just check the score in the football, because I do have a multi going on. Let's have a look-see. Let's have a look-see. It's entered, so no wet tyres yet. Let's have a look-see. Well, that is disappointing. That is disappointing. Well, well. Well, 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 well. That is disappointing. Never bet on the Canterbury Bulldogs, ladies and gentlemen, is what I've learned. Tonight. Never bet on the Bulldogs. So, as we get set for Q number 2, it's going to be an interesting Q2 session now. If it's a dry race, it's going to be interesting to see what tyres drivers decide to start on. Will they start mediums? Will they start the hards? I doubt very many will be starting on the softs. These yellow flags as Hartwigger has spun around. And Hartwigger doing his best Kylie Minogue, I'm spinning around, get out of my way impersonation. Also, follow us on Twitter. Keep up to date with the latest FormulaOCE. I've been slacking of telling the Twitter person to start posting more stuff. So that is my bad, and I will be yelling at that Twitter person to start posting more. Also, subscribe onto our YouTube channel. All of our past races are up onto the U of the tubes. If you missed a race or you want to watch a race back, please consider subscribing over there. Also, follow us on Twitch. We're on our way to 500 followers, which is... Man, we started this channel a year ago. I mean, yeah, we should be up there with numbers, but it is what it is. We are actually grinding to partner as well, so we are working very hard to work towards that goal. Kahoot, Winter crashed. He would have made it into Q2, but he crashed. So, yeah. He did a U. Evidently. So, that was banterous. We do have an Edmo hot lap request as well, so we must honour the Edmo hot lap request. I nearly forgot about it, but I did realise it. And so, as Benny has rejoined in, we are going to take a hot lap around Hungary with Edmo. Well, we've tried to give Edmo a go, but it seems to be invalidating every time. So we'll come back to Edmo a little bit later on to find out what he can do in this Q2 session. Sorry, Kahoot, we were doing a hot lap request for Edmo, and it's the first time I've heard that I've got a misso, so that is banterous. Let's have a look at Spinala. I think this is Kitch. And Kitch goes up into P3. Edmo's still invalidating like last night's pizza. Let's see what Jagger or Jagger does. Jägermeister. Validated again. Jeez. Let's have a look at the Jägermeister. Oh, whoa, Jenny's out. Well, that's disappointing for the Alphas. Well, Edno, Poms, Benny, and Ryan now have a time of a 27.6 to beat. And, well, that was certainly interesting. Yeah, alright, we got it. We got it. Here it is. Kahoot. Yeah, there it is, chat. There it is. Still Hartwigger and Poms need to beat a 27.612 to make it into Q3. Poms made a mistake somewhere. Maybe Jagger could be safe with a 27.0. Ryan and Edmo out on track. Hutto should be racing. Yellow flags. I think it's just Jagger trying to get out of the way. And Kitch is retired in the pits. He has retired in the pits. So he thinks of a 26.1 is good enough to get into Q3. So remember, 3 more spots could be decided. Because Jenny, most likely Jenny will be starting in P14. As Ryan goes quicker, under 30 seconds in the first sector. And the rain has eased up here. The rain has eased. We could be seeing the dry track for Q3. Well, that is certainly going to be absolutely interesting. I lowballed the chat there. They thought I was going to say something else, but I didn't. But anyway, Ryan in the middle sector. Let's have a look at his middle sector time. It's a 101.322. Not too shabby-doo. But with under 3.5 to go, he's still got plenty of time. Poms goes up into P4 with a 26.9. Like sector 1. Oh, it's I think it's Hartwigger that has spun around. And Ryan goes up into P2. And Edmo has invalidated once again. Edmo seems to not be wanting to make it into Q3. Poor old Howdy. Edmo, the lone Williams here tonight. 27.554 would have been P13. Anyway, so as ZChem is out there, Hartwigger needs to come back in and put a new set of enters. Who could be knocked out here? Who could be a big surprise? Maybe a Reptile could be a surprise. Maybe a Rilo. JTM could be a big surprise. Ben could be a surprise. It's all coming up Millhouse. Will one of the drivers in the pits come out onto a set of softs with 2 minutes to go? It is a drying track, and we might start to see some retirements. We might start to see some retirements as Ben goes up into P5. Let's push Rilo down to P10, I believe. Unless I'm stupid. And looks like Edmo might be getting in a lap time finally in this. We've been on him this entire lap, so this will count as his hot lap requested done. So coming around the final corner is Edmo. Nice traction and across the line to 27.2, but it's only good enough for P11. Rilo out on track on his lap. There's a minute and change remaining. Rilo's 4 tenths up here. Let's have a look at gap to leader. It's a second. It's a second. Hartwigger in the pits. He won't be coming out. Will Perks. Well, Perks is not coming out, so that he's done. With under a minute to go. That is it. That is it. Relics will get a lap in for sure. Rilo goes up into P3. As Jagger going out on his lap. Let's have a look at Ben. Ben's coming in. Reptile was up in the first sector. Let's have a look in this middle sector in the Haas. He's now full-time Haas. I nearly forgot about that. So Reptile into the full-time Haas seat, and Relics is back in the Haas seat as well. Hopefully for the remaining 6 races to go. There's still 10 seconds. Ryan is into the 25s. And Reptile, he improves but stays P10. What about JTM? And that's it, quali's done. Edmo is out. And now it's gonna... Will Reptile be out now? It's up to JTM. That is it. JTM does not improve. And Reptile does 7 laps on the inters. And that is Q2 done, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. There are the fastest laps, the top 7. Oh, actually, from P2 down to P7, it's 6 tenths of a second. So Ryan, the only driver into the 25s here tonight, but it looks like we're going to have a dry Q3. Will it be dry enough at the start, or will the drivers have to wait? So, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for Q number 2. There we go. Just waiting for a Mr. Reptile to come into the pits and to retire. He's the only one we're waiting for. The poll is up, chat. Who is going to get pole position? You pick other, let us know in the chat on who do you think will be getting pole position. Not sure what Reptile is actually doing. Well, that is big interesting. Alright, here we go. So it's Edmo, JTM, Hartwigger, Jenny. Both Alfa Romeos out in Q2. Big surprise there. JTM is also out, along with Edmo. in this Q2 session. So now we'll move on to Q3 as soon as possible in about 20 seconds. For possibly a drying track. By the way, both Ferraris into Q3, so the Ferrari TP will be absolutely stonking at the bit to know that both cars are in. And Jagger, the lone Red Bull hitter, not into Q3, and I'm sure the Red Bull team principal is absolutely thrilled about that. And alright, here we go. This is what it comes down to, chat. Let us know in the chat who is going to get pole. I've got the votes open up already, and everyone except for Kitch has got a vote. Paul Kitch. Oh, DRS is enabled. Cloaking's gonna... I was gonna say cloaking on the mediums, which is interesting to say the least. Huddo, you know what level AI War Machine runs? It's 110%. You should know that, Huddo. Hey, I love the confidence, Kitch. Well, someone else did vote for you. So both Jagger and Ryan are out. Ryan is the first driver out on track, which is interesting. Probably wants to get a few runs in. I doubt we will see Ryan come back in. Well, that's a chicane. Also, if any T3 reserves are interesting, there is a full-time seat available. If you are interested, let us know in the Discord. For Tier 1, of course. Penske, yo, that Palms fella gonna get pole. Hey, I'd vote Palms. I think Palms might get pole here. Be big interesting. And also, do not tip the Bulldogs in, or have a bet on the Bulldogs in the NRL, because they will let you down all the goddamn time. Just needed one try score. One anytime try scorer. Did it get up? No. Because I can't do jack. Anyway. Oh, Ryan has invalidated. So Jaeger will be the first person to set a lap time, and it's a completely dry track, chat. It is a dry track. So now with the race, will it be raining? That is the $1 million question. Jaeger into the 19s. Well, that was certainly an interesting line cloaking. Oh! Oh, dear! Wow! Oh, dear! Well, Mitchie is now absolutely crying into the Jack Daniels bottle. We do have, now we've got a Ryan hot lap, we crest, request. So Ryan probably will finish this lap off, come in and do one final run at the end. Unless he decides to box now. No, he's gonna finish up the lap. And Ryan across the line, a 16.5. And Jaeger's coming in. He's only done the one push. So you would think Cloaking now will be starting in P10. Well, that is going to make a lot of things interesting come race time. If Ryan's on pole, Cloaking in P10, if Jaeger's near enough Ryan, the run into turn 1 going to be big interesting. Well, it's a Ferrari 1-2. Oh dear, I cannot wait to see what the chat says about that. As Relics goes into the 15th, Reptile goes down into goes up into P4, I should say. Kitch going a little bit quicker. And it's a 15.5. Milo, P3, a 15.5 as well. What about Benny Boy? Benny Boy, just holds on to it. Goes to the top with a 15.463. This is going to be a close Q3 session here, chat. And Reptile's going quicker. Reptile is going a little bit quicker. He's only half a tenth up. But can he find more time in this final sector? No, because he's coming in. Well, thanks, Reptile. Cheers. Oh, dear. Benny is absolutely ringing out that McLaren car. Ryan back up there. We do have a Ryan hot lap request. Well, the poll is over, chat, and, well, no great surprise there. Ryan is the poll winner of who will be getting pole position. Could be one for the ages here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, and here is Ryan's hot lap. Well, there it is. The first man into the 14s. Let's have a look at Mr. Palms for the win 87 here. Which he should definitely make this into a YouTube video to bring back his channel on YouTube, and it's P8. It is 1.3 up in the first sector is Jagger. Oh, Jagger, no! Luckily, he's still got enough time to go around for one more lane. There is confirmation cloaking. Will be starting in P10. You know what? It's actually starting to rain again. Oh, there we go, chat. It's actually starting to rain again. So, well, Ryan now has the best of the best track conditions right now. Kitch has made a boo-boo. Right, I think Milo has gone out a little bit too late here. That's still Ben's also done it as well. Well, Reptile's still going. He's 3/10 up here. Will be a 15-9. But they'll only move at one place, so it's all going to come down to this final sector here, chat. 3, 2, 1, and that is it. Quali is now done. Ben is into the pits. Ben into the pits. Where have we heard that? Oh dear, Reptile. That was certainly Rilo's invalidated, but Jagger, or Yaga, goes up into P5. That is it. Let's have a look at Palms. Can Palms move up the order? He can. P9. Beats Reptile and Cloaking. What about Perks? Perks and Relics are the last two. I think Relics is coming into the pits. Now Perks across the line. He stays P7. And that is it. Ryan gets pole by a country mile. Probably the distance from New Zealand to Australia. It's Ben on P2, Relics P3, Kitch P4, Jagger, the Lone Red Bull here tonight, P5, Milo in P6, Perks P7, Poms for the win 87 here in P8, Broken Reptile. The Reptilian fans will be ecstatic. He has now got a full-time gig in the Haas, and that qualifies Cloaking, who finishes in P10. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick ad break.
Go to Sully's Shirts today, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we've got everything your heart desires. The custom-made shirts, the custom-made thongs, the custom-made phone cases. Get it today. Sully's Shirts, because you are never dressed until you are wearing a Sully's. Go and get it today. And don't forget, if you want to join our Discord, FormulaOCE, we've got plenty of room for you. FormulaOCE, the Discord is in the chat right now. And don't forget to go to our YouTube channel to watch all the old races where I was actually competitive, and many others. Go to a FormulaOCE YouTube channel right now. And of course, you're on the Twitch channel. Don't forget to subscribe, because it definitely helps us out here on Twitch. And don't forget our partners, Oceania Premier Sim League, and Rapid Racing League.
Alright, here we go.
Alright, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
4 red lights, 5 red lights here at Abu Dhabi.
Alex, the final race of the season is go.
And Fanatical gets a jump start. Oh no!
P9, Reptile is damaged, someone's got damage. Oh, and that's Jagger.
That does Bulldogs, but no, can't get Emma. Does hold him off. Is there contact?
Bye-bye.
Mitchie's moved up a spot. Hey, watch out for the goat.
Round the outside of Daz. Oh, there's a bit of contact between the two.
Within
A little bit.
a tenth, but
Oh, like that.
Urban's like, nah, I'm not having that.
Pack of cars, it's a wild of hyenas here at the moment.
Oh my god. There's going to be a drama here.
to become the inside, this slight corner.
Mad Dog's going to go around the outside, is he?
Oh, it's a mess, it's a mess.
Moment again, Daz. Oh, Daz has turned red.
Again, into turn 1, there's a little bit of contact.
Everybody's on
In a blade, oh no!
Off tyres, and Kibisic Funky he's going to take the lead of the race.
Big 3 wide. Oh, but couldn't even be forward.
What is this game, man?
Oh, there it is, Duck Puncher, he's won it.
Kibisic Funky has won.
Dutchy is your Tier 2 World Champion.
But Kahoot will be Tier 1 champion for Formula OCE.
Alright, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Some big, interesting tyre strategies. So we have lost a couple. Hopefully they can come back in, unless it is the Xbox update, which is, you know, absolutely fantastic. So the poll is up, chat. Give us your thoughts on who is going to win this race, and then I'll make a separate poll, potentially for the safety cars. So Ryan's on the hards. From Ben down to Edmo on the mediums, JTM on the softs, both Alfa Romeos on the hards, Winter Reedy and Betsy on the mediums. Alright, here we go, chat. Here we go. For round number 7 for the Hungarian Grand Prix for FormulaOCE Tier number 1. Wait for all the cars to line up. Here we go. We got 3, we got 4, we got 5 lights. And it's lights out, and away we go. Brian gets off to a fantastic start, even on the hards. Coming into turn number 1. JTM's Ghosted Car's finally going. There's a Ferrari and a Haas going side by side. It's Kitch and Relics. Let's have a look from Jagger's POV. Perks is up into P6. Winter's down into P7. Betsy moving up and down. Cloaking is up into P7. Palms Holiday 70 has joined in. Let's have a look. Get rid of the race strategy game. Nobody wants to see it. As Palms is trying to get back into that seat. Let's have a look. See, oh, JTM is out. Could that be a safe? It's a virtual safety car. Well, that is fantastic. Oh yes, this is just fantastic. Well, as you can see, I'm still logged in. If I wasn't logged in, I'd be... yeah. Blu-ray player, yeah. Oh fuck! I pressed the wrong button. Oh no! Please, 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 please. Oh. Oh. Oh, thank God. Oh, okay. Alright. Well, we're back. Yeah, accidentally pressed the wrong button, and we are back racing once again. As Ryan gets a good VC restart, but Benny is all over Ryan's rear end, kinda, sorta. Oh my God. Well, that was certainly interesting. That was big interesting. Let's have a look at the front three, or front two I should say. So Ryan coming around the final corner to complete lap number 2 of 35 laps. We're still got a long way to go here, chat. And Benny with the fast lap, but Kitch beats that, and DRS is now enabled, I would assume, as Jagger needs to be within that 1 second mark to get that DRS. And currently Perks has a big enough train to pull him along to keep him ahead. And Winter down into P12, still not under the 1 second mark of Mr. Reptiles. Betsy's up into P10, so he did get back in. There's yellow flags. Oh, Jenny's had a moment. So Betsy did eventually get back in, I do believe. Yes, he did. So that is fantastic news for the Alpines. The in-game audio is absolutely messing up for me. Not sure if it's messing up for the stream or not. So that is fantastic. So, Benny still behind Ryan, still cannot pull a move as Ryan is just doing a Hamilton at the moment. The front four have pulled away from Jagger at the moment. So he will need to pick up the pace if he wants to get that DRS. As Ryan's still going on. Edmo does have a penalty. 3-second penalty for Edmo already. So you got to stop those corner cutting tokens. And Winter. Okay. I thought something happened with Winter, but he's made the move on Reedy for P12 for P11. Still a second behind Reptile, and Reedy is all over the shot at the moment. Probably no front wing, no end plate on the left-hand side. As now we go back on board with Ben, and Ryan still pulls the gap. And Reptile's left the session. Well, this is just fantastic. Reedy in the pits. Perks makes the move on Jagger for P5. Cloaky makes the move, and Cloaky looking for a move onto Perks once again. Oh, there's a little bit of contact, no contact I should say. And Cloaking does a double overtake on the Perks, but will Perks send on the inside? He thought about it, but he backs out of it. He backs out of it, and Perks goes a little bit wide. Let's have a look as Reptile is joined back in. Perks looking to stay ahead of Jagger to the chicane, and he does. He does. Now, there's no pretty much no overtaking marker in this middle sector. You probably want to wait for the DRS straight, or for the pit straight, I should say, to make the move into turn 1 as Reptile's back into that Haas car, as Winter's back up into P10. Jagger is right on the box of Perks right about now. I wish I could see the gap between Cloaking and Perks, but it's under a second. So he will get DRS, will Perks. So that will keep him probably ahead of Jagger at the moment. So there it is. And Perks still, he's closing, and Perks is going to absolute send one out on Cloaking, and Jagger now looking for a move. Is he? No, there's yellow flag sector 3. It's one of the Alfa Romeos. I think it's Jenny. And Jagger, Cloaking. Oh, there's contact. But Cloaking stays ahead, and here comes Jagger. God damn it, give it camera angle game. And Cloaking stays ahead of Jagger for P6. Perks is back up into P5. But now the gap from the front 4 to P5, it's a fair distance. Front 4 pulled away. It's 3 seconds between Relics and Perks. So with this continuation battling, they're going to be falling down by the wayside in just a moment. And Cloaking hits the curb, but he saves it. As I'm pretty sure I saw either Edmo or Betsy take that quote-unquote shortcut. So that is going to be interesting if the stewards find that illegal. As Benny sets the fastest lap with a 19.3, I'm expecting Ryan to potentially do the hards to softs strategy. Oh dear, Edmo absolutely sends it on Jagger. And I still cannot find a good camera angle for this pit straight as Jagger goes down the inside. Betsy's right there as well. Oh, there's going to be an absolute tear fest, and there is. There is. Edmo has hit Jagger, which caused Jagger to spin, and Edmo absolutely throwing the kitchen sink at everybody here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The lone Williams against the lone Red Bull. Absolute banter has just happened. Edmo gets another 3-second time penalties. Winters up into P9, I believe now. Jagger has some front wing damage, and Ben has a 3-second time penalty. So that is going to ruin Benny's race come the end of this race if there is a late safety car. Yep, Jagger is in the pits. He did get damage. Oh, Edmo and Betsy battle still raging on. Jagger is on the hards and probably going to go to the end unless there is a late safety car. Perks still doing very well to kick Cloaking behind. I gotta say, this could be big for Ferrari, especially in the Constructors. They haven't got many points in the Constructors, but a 3-5, double points, double figure points, could be the one to watch out for come the end of this race. Edmo with another time penalty. Edmo is cutting corners like he's cutting cheese for a cheese sandwich. And both Betsy and Edmo are both under a second. So Betsy, with the overtake on Edmo, has made it up to Cloaking and Perks. So Cloaking needs to decide to make a move as soon as possible. And he's gaining. Perks defends the inside. Go around the outside. Oh, Perks sends him so far out wide. He was in another district. And Perks is defending like an absolute champion. Oh, there's contact between Cloaking and Perks. It's a Ferrari TP. Oh, there's going to be drama. Is there? Ooh, Cloaky around the outside. Will Perks go center around the outside? No, he won't. He backs out of it. Coming towards turn number 5, I do believe this is. If I'm wrong, I do apologise. And Cloaking getting all squirrely on the exit. Couldn't get the traction down perfectly, but he still stays ahead of Perks. Perks will now probably have a shot at DRS. And now Cloaking needs to claw back 5 seconds to the front 4. Winter slowly but surely catching back up, and right now Goats will be absolutely cheering on Winter as he's the lone Mercedes in the points at this stage. And Betsy thought about the move, but he hangs back as Edmay's starting to lose a little bit of pace with these 3. Maybe Edmay didn't have the right setup on or something, I'm not exactly sure. But there is Winter. He's just right there. If these 4 keep battling, Winter will be surely involved in this scrap. We'll have a look at the front 4. It's between Relics, Kitch, Benny, and New Zealand Ryan. Ryan handling the pressure like an absolute champion. And Jenny is out. That could be a safety car. It's a virtual safety car. Well, that is interesting. That is big interesting. Oh, Relics is in. Relics is in, so Relics now, what does Relics do? Maybe hards? Winter's into the lane. He's going to take advantage of this as well. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard for Relics. Poms is in as well. Taking advantage of this VSC. It's hard as well. And it's now green flag racing chat. And Relics is right there. Not gonna lie, I thought Betsy was going into the fence. Oh dear. Not gonna lie, that's what I thought. Now the gap has extended from Kitch to Cloaking to 6 seconds, so Kitch has got had a better VSC restart, so still no safety cars. Still no safety cars. Perks is just within that DRS. And poor old Hartwiger spinning around. Well, that is interesting. Yep. Let's really get Jagger. Betsy's still behind Perks, but Perks still behind Cloaking within that DRS. Cloaking needs to start picking up the pace a little bit. Let's just have a look at gaps to leader. So Ryan with the pit, he could come out in P10. Jenny's left the session, thrown the Xbox into the Pacific Ocean, and that is all she wrote. Bless me. Bless me, bless me, bless me. Both fast cars, by the way. in the points. It's your boy will be absolutely throwing a party right about now. Seeing both Haas cars into the points. As we're on lap 13 of 35. Betsy's still just hanging back of Perks. And the Haas change has changed. Which made no sense, but we move. Now, can Reptile stay within that 1 second of Relics just to bring him up to this battle here? As there's 3 battle packs happening, 1 to 3 and 4 to 7. I mean, there's a Reedy Jagger battle happening, but not much is doing there. As Ryan now is starting to pick up the pace, maybe the mediums are starting to wear out just a little bit. Edmund with another time penalty, 12 seconds. I believe, what's that? That's 12 seconds. It's 3. Big interesting. As Relics sets the pace. Still 6 seconds between Relics and Edmo. Edmo still has DRS, but Edmo could potentially lose DRS on this lap. He was nearly there, half a second. Oh, Cloaking now has a time penalty. Now, if there's a late safety car, that is going to be absolute disaster for Cloaking. He, with that 3-second time penalty, is going to drop him a little ways back here. But still no safety car. We've had the 2 virtuals thus far. And Relics has brought that gap to 5.4 now, 5.3. But with 2 DRS zones, it's not going to be enough for Relics. Perks has no ERS to play with. These yellow flags, it's Reedy. Reedy's around. Reedy is around. $12 seconds, that's 21. Edmund will be still into the points. Be 21 seconds. P10 is only 19. P11 is 28. So 21 seconds. And Rilo with a 3-second time penalty as well, but he's got the gap to Winter. But he will need to pit. He will need to pit. Actually, the top 7 do need to pit, but Ryan's just going to stay out as long as he can. But it's going to be interesting between Benny, Kitch. They're both from the medium, so who pulls the trigger for the early undercut? Who pulls the triggers? Relics is now 4.4, so he's gained another second. But with this DRS, it could be a little bit too powerful. And Perks is hounding Cloaking once again, but he's just a little bit too far back. Just a little bit too far back, and Cloaking still holds on to P4, survives another lap. Ooh, Ryan makes a little bit of a mistake here, and Benny saw that as an invitation to absolutely send one down on turn 1. You would think if Benny can stay with Ryan in the middle sector with all the dirty air, probably around the final corner, want to be about 3 tenths behind. Even with the DRS to make a move into turn 1, Ryan's still got a lot more ERS to play with as we're heading towards half race distance. And it's 6 tenths, yeah, 6.5. It's still a little bit too far behind as Kitch has a lot of ERS. Benny has none. Will Kitch send one down the inside? No, he's going to hold back. His Edmo's into the pits. We have like sector 1 and it's Hartwigger. Hartwigger's had a spin and it's a VSC. It's a virtual safety car. Well, there's a lot of debris. I'm actually surprised it's not a safety car. Well, this is going to be interesting. Does the top 3 get past Hartwigger? Oh, actually, Kitch couldn't get past him, and Benny couldn't either. So, because of this, Ryan's just now pulled away. We're now green flag racing, and now Black Benny does not have DRS. It's all happening here at the Hungarian Grand Prix. 3 virtuals and still no safety cars. Like, how is that even possible? Oh, Reedy's around as well. And Perks and Clogan going side by side here. Hartwigger gets a 3-second time penalty. Perks is looking for the move. He's going to send one down the inside. Oh, there's contact. There's contact between Perks and Cloaky. Mitchie's absolutely biting his fingernails. Oh, Hartwigger's retired. He's done in the pits. No safety car as yet. And Perks gets the move done. Perks is up into P4. It's a Ferrari 3-4. Which could potentially be a 2-4 come the end of this race. If the race will end now. Both Alfa Romeos, Muck P has absolutely thrown his phone across the globe and turned off Twitch for the night. Both Alfa Romeos out after lap 18 of 35. So only Edmo took advantage of the virtual safety car with the pit stop. So he will be going to the end. Let's have a look at this battle. Oh, Cloaking goes out a little bit wide. Perks pushes him out wide, and Betsy has absolute front row seat. Cloaking down. Oh, there's contact between Perks and Cloaking. Oh, Cloaking loses the back end. Cloaking looking for the switchback of dreams is here. Here comes Rapid Betsy. Just using the slipstream and nothing doing there. Yellow flag sector 2. I think it's just Reedy spinning around. Not doing the Kylie Minogue song any justice. I'm expecting a Reedy retirement pretty soon, and that will mean both AlphaTauris out. What a disaster for both Alphas, to be fair. Neither of them scoring any points at this stage. Reedy's still in, but I'm fully expecting Reedy to come in and to retire. And what do you know? Relic has caught up to this group here. Riley's into the pits, and Betsy and Cloaking looking around the outside. How are these guys still going on these 19-lap old mediums? And Cloaking looking down the inside. Oh, giving the space. Perks has to give up the position. Oh, does he? Yes, he does, because he makes a mistake. Oh, and Cloaking's back up into P4. What a good scrap this has been for P4, 5, and technically 6 as well, as Betsy's been here. Reedy gets a 3-second time penalty. Jagger is up into P12. I think Rylan might have got some wing damage from somewhere. But Ryan's still pulling out that 3-second gap, and Cloaking to catch. It's 7 seconds. Reedy is out. That could be a safety car. That could be a safety car. Ryan's into the pits. That's interesting. That's big interesting. Ryan gambled on the safety car coming out, but it hasn't. So that means both Alpha Tauris are out, as well as both Alfa Romeos. And Perks goes deep. Oh, Betsy also loses the back end. And Ryan comes back out into P7. Oh, so that means Relics has a 7.5 second gap. Needs to throw cars between himself and Ryan if Relics wants to win this race. So Kitch is now winning the Hungarian Grand Prix. What a race this is. The top 5 all need to pit. So Relics is actually into a net P1. Perks' tyres is absolutely gone. With 15 to go. 15 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. Perks might still stay within that DRS. He needs a DRS. And Cloaking is now in. Oh, Relics is out! Relics is out! There's Betsy as well. It's a safety car! It's a safety car. Relics is out. I probably went off at the wrong time between Relics and Betsy. Oh, wow. Yep, it's mediums. But for the front 3, they will have to go into the hards, you would suspect. Oh, Betsy has a drive-through penalty. Oh dear, it's all gone wrong for the Alpine man. Hutto is absolutely steaming right about now. Both Mercedes cars are in the points, by the way. Winter and Palms. 9th and 10th. Kahoot doesn't care that they're 9th and 10th. It's still points. Oh, it's been... And Kids just left the session. Ooh, softs. And softs. Ryan is now back in. It's another set of mediums. Interesting. I'm thinking Ryan might have wanted to go onto the softs, but the game didn't register it. It gets another time penalty as the hards lads are coming back in. Cloaking has stayed out here. I have no idea who is going to win this race. Both Mercedes are 7th and 8th. Kahoot has just pop the champagne. They've gained some extra points. On Haas, Alpine, and Red Bull at this stage. And even Williams as well. So here's the penalty situation. Ben has 3, Cloaking has 3, Edmo has 15. I'd be shocked if Edmo gets points. Needs 2 DNFs, and he's guaranteed at least a point, but... Winter has 3 seconds, Betsy has a drive-through, and Milo has 3 seconds. Will be 12 laps to go once we complete this safety car lap. Unfortunately, I don't have the Mark Scaife safety car. That is Mitch's property. That is Mitch's property. I didn't know if I could use it or not, and I didn't want to gamble on it. So that is Mitch's property. To be fair, I did try to see if I could actually use it on my end, but I can't. So it is what it is, but that is Mitch's property, quote unquote. So 4 drivers on the softs, Cloaking the only one on the hards, everyone else is on the mediums. Well, the mediums and the hards are definitely get to the end, but the softs... It's going to be interesting. This could be a huge state for Ferrari too. Ferrari are net 1-2. With Cloaking and Ben's penalties, Perks is in a net P2 here. Oh my god, and Relix is at the session. He is off to drink some beers. He's gone to the pub at, I don't know what time it is, at 9:35 PM. He's off to the pub to get absolutely sloshed, you would think. But drink responsibly, kids. Safety car is in this lap. It's a net Ferrari 1-2. Oh, the one time I commentate this race, a tier 1 race, all hell breaks loose. As Betsy's I have no idea what's going on behind. But let's watch this from Kitch's rear wing. Don't forget, Betsy does have a drive-through to do. Everyone's fuel and ERS is back up to 100, and the front 2 have pulled away from Cloaking. Can Perks make a move onto Cloaking? No, he's a bit too far back, but I would suspect Perks to overtake Cloaking as soon as possible. There's something happening in the infield. Reptile down into P12. Rilo's up into P10. Betsy's up into P8. Poms is down into P9. Jagger still into P10, and Reptile has left the session. Oh dear. And Cloaking's 1.2 behind Kitch and Ben. This is going to be huge for Ferrari if Perks stays into this race. Ryan does not have to do anything. There's penalties in and around him. Ryan's a net P3 at this point in time. I would suspect Cloaking not to put too much of a fight onto Ryan. And I do believe Ryan will take the lead in this championship. It's 17 points from Jared to Ryan. But as I said at the start, Jared's Xbox has left us. Reptile has joined, and here comes Perks. He's looking for a move around the outside. Let's watch this from Ryan's POV. Perks is in an Aston Martin sandwich. Cloaking is holding up Perks like an absolute treat here. They're going to go 3 wide. There's contact. Oh dear, there's There's contact from Edmo and Betsy. Don't forget Betsy. That's a drive-through penalty. Ryan now has a time penalty. Yellow flag sector 3. It's Betsy. Something's happened. Betsy's left the session. Oh my God! It's all kicking off. It is all kicking off here, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan gets a time penalty. Probably some front wing damage as well. Oh dear. Oh no! Poms could get a podium here. Poms for the win 87. He could get onto the podium here, ladies and gentlemen. And I believe because of Reptile coming back in, it's DRS is now enabled. So there's the gap to leader. Poms is in the net P3 here. Jagger, the lone Red Bull in to P8. Reptile back into P9. Edmo is out! Edmo is out! He's actually done it into the pits. Well, there we go. No safety car as yet. I have no words. Riley gets another time penalty. Let's have a look at Winter and Cloaking here. And Perks has retired as well. Oh, what could have been a spectacular day for Ferrari has turned into, well, it's sort of half disastrous. Winter's up into P4. That is actually full net position. Yes, it is. Could Winter catch up to Ryan and Ben? Winter could get onto the podium here, and Kahoot will be absolutely smoking the cigars. And I do think Ryan does have some car damage. I think Ryan does have some car damage. Yeah, he does. Look. Ryan does have some car damage. I do believe, unless it's just visual damage. I just have no words. So I don't know if Betsy will be getting a point here. That's going to be up to Mitchie. But the stewards, who would want to be a steward? There's contact between Poms and Rilo. I'm not looking at the chat in just a moment. We're watching this battle. We got the popcorn here, chat. Jagger does not look for the move. He backs out of it, which is smart. And the fight up the front, it's still going on. It is still going on, but these three are giving us an... Oh, Benny's got another time penalty. But, so that is all she wrote. You would think Kitch is now going to win the Hungarian Grand Prix. What a race. What a race here, chat. Oh, Jagger sends the move on. And Ryder looking for the switchback of dreams. Oh my god! That puts in any fight for Rilo and Jagger. Winter is 4.5 seconds behind Ryan, so it looks like Ryan has got control of the car issues. But phew, this is going to be one for the ages. Excuse me. So there's the penalty situation. You would think Kitch has won this race with 5 to go. There's still chance for a late safety car too, by the way. There is still chance for a late safety car. Whew. Hello, Betsy's left. So it's going to be up to Mitchie if Betsy's completed the correct amount of laps. I hate to say it, but I don't think Betsy will get that 1 point. Well, unless you can provide evidence, it doesn't appear to be that way, unfortunately. This is a great battle. Red Bull v Mercedes. Where have we seen that before? Oh dear. This is actually for net position as well. Red Bull v Merc. Where have we seen that before? By the way, Ryan is caught back up to the front three, so his car issues is well and truly done and dusted. Probably waiting on the precise time to attack. But you would think Kitch will just hold on to this race win. And Jagger this time pulls ahead of Poms for the win 80-70. Can Jagger get any more positions other than the P5? Could he get up to P4? Oh! I think the softs are starting to wear out just a little bit. Somehow Riley's got the fastest lap points, so there's an extra point for Alpine. So I do have the gaps to leader because a few drivers have left the session. We're coming on towards 2 laps to go. And Ryan, he's made the move for P2. Now it's Ryan against Kitch. 2 laps to go. Can Ryan overtake Kitch and build up that 3-second gap? And Benny is starting to lose a little bit of pace now. The softs are starting to wear out like no tomorrow. 10 laps on these soft tyres. Can they survive 4 sectors? Can they survive 4 sectors? That's what Kitch and Ben will be hoping for. It looks like Ryan will be taking the championship lead heading into Mexico next week. I think Rilo has spun around and it's on the final lap here now, ladies and gentlemen. Ryan has made the overtake. Now what Kitch needs to do is stay under 3 seconds of Ryan. Can he do that? Can Kitch do that to win? I think Ferrari's first race of the season. Edmo has left the session. He retired earlier on. There will be some stewards' inquiries at the conclusion of this race. Poms has got a 3-second time penalty. Well, that confirms Jagger is getting a P5 on his own. But Mercedes get double points here tonight. Ryan's going to come around the final corner to win. But it's going to be Kitch who wins it on penalties. Yes, he does. Ben gets P3, does he? Yes, he does. Cloaking will finish in P5, but he will move down to P6. Poms will get P7. It's a 4-7 for Mercedes. It's a 2-6 for the Astons. Reptile will get a very good P8 in the end. But that safety car restart was something. Rilo probably, well, he's not going for a fastest lap attempt, but does he actually have it? He's already got it, so Rilo will get the fastest lap anyway. And Betsy has left the session earlier on. So there is the gaps to the leaders. Jagger gets P5 just by under 0.7 of a second. Just waiting on Riley to finish up here. 9 finishes. And there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We'll get the top 3 in for a quick chat. And then that's it. Here it is. It's Kitch that wins. Ryan P2. Championship lead. And Band will get P3. Winter gets P4. Jagger, the Lone Red Bull, gets P5. A solid result after what happened earlier on. Gets back up into P5. Cloaking P6.
What happened earlier on?
Oh, dear. Gets back up into P5. Cloaking P6. What happened earlier on? Gets back up into P5. Cloaking... yeah. Poms gets P7. Reptile P8. Riley P9 with fastest lap point. Well, Betsy finishes at P10, but that's coming up to Mitchie. D Nefes, Edmo, Perks, Relics, Reedy, Hartwigger, Jenny, and JTM.
I'm so sorry.
That was something to behold. Oh, I think they were waiting for me. I do apologize. So we got everybody in. We'll start off with P3, man. Well, Benny, sorry. That was an interesting race.
Yeah, look, it was. I was sort of, it's pretty uneventful for me, really, just hanging on to the back of people, but yeah, is what it is. Pens cost me in the end. I just sort of let go so I wouldn't get 9 seconds and drop back down a couple of spots, but yeah, P3, can't complain.
Yeah, GG's. All right, we'll move swiftly on to P2, man. Mr. New Zealand Ryan. Well,
howdy.
That was interesting, I would assume, from your perspective.
Yeah. I may have changed my tyre pressures for the wet and qualifying and then forgot to change back, so lack of front end for the whole race is quite good. Yeah. And then obviously, I don't know, I was just starting on hards to make it interesting with Jared leaving, obviously. Oh, it's good fun.
Yeah. Well, GG's on a well-deserved P2. We'll move on to the race winner now. We'll go to Mr. Kitch. Mate, what a race. That was interesting.
Yeah, cheers, it was mad, like, wasn't it? Yeah, these two were just powering off at the start, and then just thought I'd sit there behind them, see what they were doing. And yeah, got a bit lucky with the safety car, really, because I got to stretch out the softs at the end. They were dying, so... Yeah, Ryan's fast as fuck. I probably needed them softs to get away from him, though.
Yeah. Well, I do believe you are the third constructor to win this season thus far. So Perks, he's going to be a little bit happy after what happened on his head. I still don't know what happened with Perks, Ryan, and Cloaking. That was certainly interesting.
Interesting place to let your teammate go, I'll say that much.
Yeah. I think he was trying to do the right thing by you, but yeah, I think it was wrong place, wrong time.
Indeed.
Alright, well, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. Thank you to Benny, Ryan, and Kitch for joining for a quick chat. Richie might be back next week for the Mexican Grand Prix. That is going to be interesting as well. Tier 4 tomorrow night and Tier 2 Sunday night. And we will see you then for tomorrow for Tier 4. Tier 1, we'll see you next week with Mitchie 950. We'll see you then. Ciao.